Again, the music is annoyingly loud up here. I apologize. Here we go. Face off. Controlled by the Titans. They send it in deep. Burkholder's got to go back behind the line. He reverses it. Soper looks, goes up the boards to Beatty. Beatty able to break it out to Davison. Davison dumps it in. Oh, that just made icing as Heller was racing back. Blazak almost got there before it crossed the line, but that'll put the face off deep in the Trojan end. Harrison Heller back today after a 4-game suspension. I got to talk to his dad a little bit today. I'm thinking he's going to be ready to go. Face off, controlled by the Titans. Shot blocked by Xander Fogelman. He gets it in deep. He goes toward the net. Stopped right in front of the net in the crease. Couple of bouncing pucks. It's still loose. Shot. We score! The Trojans score! With less than 32 seconds in the game, Xander Fogelman scores! Holy mackerel! Referee blows his whistle. Face off. Controlled by the Titans. It goes back into their end. They go back and forth.
Assist by number 9, Blake Weaver.
We've got
Goldman from Weaver.
Burley and no, that can't be right.
Period.
Is that right? Burley and Peters back? Is that what I just? No, sorry. As we dump it in, we go for a line change. Braden White able to get it up to Davidson. Davidson's got Beatty with him. He races in through his feet. Burley's going to pick it up on defense. Blazak behind the goal line, dishes it off. It comes back to Beatty. Beatty shoots. Blocked right in front. Outlet pass now makes it out. That's going to go all the way down. Kimbrell in net will stop that. White picks it up. White looks. He comes up the boards to Kloosterman. Kloosterman tips it. It goes past Heller. Ooh, that's an interesting icing call as Heller had a chance to put his stick on that, did not. So we're going to get Klooster and Conway back. Beatty, Davison, and Blazak up front. Davison takes the face off. It goes straight to Blazak. Blazak tried to hit Beatty, but it went off a skate. Through Conaway's legs. Kimbrell plays it aside. What are we getting a call for now? I believe this is going to be a Carter Carroll with no. What was the call there?
I didn't see it. Was it that?
I have no idea what the whistle was for, but the puck's going all the way down. Maybe a hand pass? Titans control the puck in their own end. They bring it out through the neutral zone. Klusterman backs up. Shot. Blocked by Kimbrell. Steered into the corner. Beatty picks it up. Beatty fights off a check. The puck ends up behind our goal line. Davison goes to Conaway. Conaway looks. He goes up the boards to Blazak. Blazak takes a hit but holds the puck. Conaway in there to help him out. Holds it with his foot. They can't get it past the two. Blazak comes out, hands it off to Conaway. Conaway goes all the way around the boards to Beatty. Beatty through the middle, off a skate. Klusterman's got it now. And Blazak brings it in. Conaway and Klusterman change up. Puck comes all the way back. Burkholder picks it up in our end. Burkholder up the boards all the way to Blazak. Tips it into the left. Blazak had his man beat, but he fell right in front of him. West tries to send it out. We dump it right back in. A couple of the forwards go for a line change. I got Rodenroth and Blake Davison out there now. The Titans in their own end. Long pass off the foot of Rodenroth. He dumps it back to File. File able to dump it in, and it hits the linesman. Doesn't go very far. West chips it up. Soap plays it with a foot. We got it in the neutral zone. West steals the puck. They dump it in just on this side of the red line. Soper back to get it. Plays it with his foot. Reverses it to File. File up the boards. Miss Davison, and that goes all the way out, but Rodenroth has it in there, and Rodenroth gets tripped. No call. West in their own zone, going to be able to get it out. They come across the blue line, red line. They bring it in off sides. No call. Shot misses. Goes far. Davison going to chase that down. He tips it up the boards. File goes to the middle and gets it out. West dumps it right back in, but they're offside by 1.5 miles. Some big thanks to our sponsors. Oh, jeez. Alley May Photography, Ace Welding, Doug Regan Inspection, Fast Signs, Hand Surgery in Northern Michigan, and Jets Pizza, Traverse City. Thank you. Face off, controlled by the Trojans. They're going to get out of the zone. Graham Peters across the red line. He goes through the legs of Harrison Heller, picked up by Weaver. Weaver behind the goal, goes to the point. Davidson back to Weaver, shot toward the net. Goalie just got the 5-hole closed. He didn't know where the puck was. It kicked out right in front of him. He put a glove on it. Face off, controlled by the Trojans, goes back to the point. White sends it in deep. Fogelman's going to pressure. It comes back to Burley on the point. It goes past Burley. Weaver with a shot, blocked by number 22, Brody Sorensen for West. Weaver tied up, got it out, and number 7, Lincoln Safer for the quick shot, scores a goal on the Trojans. So at 12:20 in the first period, we're tied 1-1. Face off in the middle. Tighten end. They've got the puck. They go back and forth on D. Run it up the boards. This should be an icing. It is. Puck will come all the way back into the tight end.
From Sorensen at 4:40 of the first period.
So the face-off will be to the left of Luke Mosley as I look at him. Linesman drops the puck. Face-off controlled by the Titans. They run it up. Harv keeps it in the line. Knocked down with a high stick, but played by himself, so no call. Kasu Lehtinen checks his man. Trojans not able to defend very well, and the Titans bring it in pretty handily. They keep it behind our goal line, and Lehtinen with a good hit. Sent up the boards, but Lehtinen, that's his point, so nobody there. Pass Treadway. Klusterman falls trying to clear that off of Kimbrell. Harvey out there with Klusterman. Klusterman playing in front of the net. Comes around to Robert Counselor. He sends it to the point. Drew Charlin brings it in. He takes a heck of a hit on the boards. Toward the net, back to Counselor. Counselor goes to, I'm not sure, but it came back to the point on Heller. Heller shot it in, blocked. Back to the point, shot, blocked. Klusterman sends it up the boards. Heller's going to be there. Oh! Heller got lucky there. Carter Humphreys was racing, and Heller just lifted his stick at the last second, or Humphreys was gone. So all the way back in the Titan end, Heller sends it up. Titans come in on side. 2-on-1, pass across, missed. Trojans not able to get it out. It comes back to the Titans. Pass picked off by Blazak. Blazak kicks it up. He dumps it in deep. It hits a man on the Titan bench, and we get a whistle.
It goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we.
So the faceoff will be in the neutral zone on the Titan end of the ice. Drew Davidson will take this face-off. Another 22, Brody Sorensen. Face-off, won by the Titans, but it goes all the way back to their goal line through the two defensemen. They tip it up. They get it out through the middle. Burkholder pushes his man to the outside. It ends up behind the goal line. Burkholder pinches off the man with the puck. They battle for it on the boards. And Berkey sends it around to Soap. Soap hits Blazak. Blazak through the legs of his man. Beatty's got it now. He comes in with Davidson. To Davidson, shot blocked by the defenseman. Titans should be able to clear this. They do. Come through the middle, far side. They tip it in. Beatty gets his stick lifted. Burkholder and Davidson chase that down. Davidson hit Burley. Burley missed the pass. Burley rushes in, but the puck comes out. Titans very close to too many men on the ice there. Conaway sends it up to Rodenroth. Rodenroth goes to File. File leaves it for Rodenroth. Rodenroth races in. He dumps it, and it's tipped out by one of the Titan defensemen. Conaway and Kloosterman out there together now. Kloosterman with two guys on him and loses it in the corner. Shot toward the net, deflected behind the net. Conaway races that down. He's got a backhand, goes up the boards to Rodenroth, who left it in the zone, but second effort by the Trojans able to get it out. Now Rodenroth dumps it in deep with a backhander. Harrison Heller picks that puck up. He turns it over to File. File gets double teamed and dropped. Trojans still trying to gain control of that puck. Now the Titans have it. File just out of his reach. It's going to come back, and White and Kloosterman will back up. Shot toward Kimbrell, misses the net. White sends it up right onto the tape of one of the Titans. They come back to the blue line. Dump it in deep. Shot toward the net. Leg saved by Kimbrell. Tipped aside. File checked off the puck. And now White still not able to clear that. It sat on the line. Kloosterman hit number 13, Blake Davidson, but the puck finally comes out, and the Titans dump it back in, but we steer it all the way down and get a break. So Burley's got it back. He loses the puck to Sam Scripsma. Burley reverses it to White. White looks, goes up the boards to Fogelman. Fogelman hits Graham Peters. Graham Peters up to Weaver. Weaver looks. Weaver with a shot. Kick saved by the goalie. Titans trying to clear it. Fogelman comes in shoulder first. Takes more of his own man out than the Titans. Titans bring it all the way back down. Conaway races into the corner. Holy mackerel! Graham Peters tried to stop that pass, deflected it right into Kimbrell's chest. Probably the best shot the Titans have had on our goalie by our own player, Graham Peters. Holy mackerel, thank goodness Kimbrell was awake on that one. Soaps Gamma Vicky watching from home while rehabbing. Grandma, thanks for tuning in. Face off right toward Kimbrell. He stops it. He puts a glove on it. We get another whistle. Turn it up! But he's the one who built me. Face off by Davison. Goes back to the point. Shot blocked! Blazak's going to be away by himself. Blazak makes a move. Oh, he hit the outside post. If that's not a penalty, I don't know what will be. He was hooked. He was pulled. Nope. The refs are going to let the boys go in this game. Because if that ain't a penalty, I don't know what is. Blazak was away by himself. He had a stick all the way around his body. He was turned 45 degrees. He got the shot off, but it was wide of the net. And number 11, Drew Charlin, is slow to get up as he went into the post of the net. This is going to be an interesting game if there's no calls. Coach is asking why no penalty, and the ref's trying to explain. I don't think Coach is buying it. The ref's got a story, but that was rough. I mean, I'm going to go back and watch the video, but hook, hook, hook. All right, face off. One by nobody. Everybody battles for it. Comes out. Shot toward the net. Another shot. Blocked. Titans come back. Burkholder and Soap back. Burkholder with a good stick. Tips it off. Burkholder with his time. Back to the point in the air. Knocked down. It'll go all the way behind the net to Soper. Soap sends it out. Beatty goes toward the middle. Nobody there to help him. Puck dumped in deep. Burkholder, plenty of time, picks it up. He comes across top of the circle. His pass intercepted by Max O'Hearn. Now the puck dumped all the way out. Referee says it was tipped, no icing. Heller's got it. He races, makes a move. He comes up across the red line. Susie makes the red line. He dumps it deep. Kloosterman and Harv. Harv sends it toward Kloosterman. Fogelman picks it up. Fogelman protects the puck. He chips it up, makes a nice move. He's got one guy to beat. He dumps it deep. So Weaver and Peters will race in. Peters knocks his man off the puck. Heller fighting for it. Off to the side to Harv. Harv shoots wide of the net. I don't think he got what he wanted on that, and I think the defenseman tipped that one. Some more of our sponsors: Moran Iron Works, Nico's Pizza and Grinders, Old Mission Dentistry, thank you Misty, Serenity Spa, TBA Credit Union, and the Narrows Yacht Club. Thanks for support in Central Hockey. Face off. Dumped in. Titans pick it up, go behind the net. They reverse. Oh, Fogelman was just out of reach. Kept in at the line by Weaver. Or Burley, I lied. Burley or Weaver. Now Weaver's got it. Weaver's going to go toward the net. Several people in front. Shot just kept out by the goalie. White dumps it all the way in. It's going to wrap all the way around. Burley goes in deep. Kicked out by the Titans. They come out 2-on-1 against White. Crossing pass. Oh, 2 shots just missed the net. They shouldn't even count as shots on net. They didn't hit anything or anybody. Funny they got counted. All right, Fogelman sends it to Rodenroth. Rodenroth comes in with Peters. Pass to Peters missed. And the linesman said it was tipped right at the blue line. We bring it right back out. Titans bring it right back in. Now they're onside, offside, onside. Davidson's got it. He loses it in the middle of the right circle. Sent back. Soper and Burkholder have to back up. Robert Counselor brings it in. A heck of a shot went off. Something goes into the netting. 4:02 left, first period. Shots on goal 6-5 in favor of the Trojans. A tight game. We knew it was going to be tight. We knew it was going to be fun. It's been physical. It's been fast. And for the most part, it's been pretty clean. Trojan band is here. The stands are almost full. Titans win the face-off. Toward the net. Picked up by Kloosterman. Kloosterman goes far side to Blazak. Blazak looking. He button hooks. He's going to send it in deep. Didn't get what he wanted on it, but Davidson with a good forecheck picked up that puck. Blazak tipped off his stick. He picks it up. Now he looks to the point. He sends it to Conaway. Conaway keeps it in backhand, gives it right back to Blazak. Blazak pins it on the boards. Conaway steps in. Conaway tied up, but Davidson there to get on the point, kept it in, shot toward the net. Beatty with a chance. Kluserman keeps it in. Tipped off Beatty's stick, went wide. Conaway goes to the point. Can he get it? Over off his tip of his glove, but Kluserman's behind him to pick it up. Kluserman, as the Titans change, races up. He makes his own. Blazak's going to go for a change. Oh, Kluserman caught an edge right on the point. Conaway's got to get back. Oh, Graham Peters with a good stop right at the line. And the Titans dump it in. This will be an icing. 2:52 left, first period, tie game. Shots on goal, 6-5 in favor of the Trojans. Hey, some more of our sponsors. Burkholder Construction, Chris at Great Lakes Potato Chips, United Federal Credit Union, Carol Howland CPA, Jimmy John's. Oh, Jimmy John's does a ton for this community. And the Trojans score! Right off the face-off! A shot in the net, deflected right on the Fogelman stick. He buries it! .249, first period. Trojans up by 1. Shots on goal, 7-5. That happened so fast after the face-off, I couldn't finish saying Jimmy John's. Woo! Face-off, controlled by the Titans. Comes out to Weaver. Weaver dumps it in deep. Heller picks it up. He sends it around. On the boards, White keeps it in. White shot toward the net as he takes a hit and a half.
Assist by number 19, Graham Peters.
Fogelman checks his man off the puck. Heller sends it up the boards. Burley's there to help. Titans having a hard time getting it out of their zone. Now they do. It comes back to White. White through the middle, off a stick. It comes in. Fogelman chases that puck down. And the Titans through the neutral zone. They come in looking to tie it up. Short here. Tipped up high off the glass. Humphreys tips it out. Humphreys chases down Heller. Heller backhands it up the boards. And Kasu Lehtinen, as he tips that in, takes a hit right at the Titan bench. Burkholder holds his man off. Soper backhands it. And Lehtinen again with another good hit is able to control that puck and backhand it around behind the net to Burkholder. Burkholder up to Humphreys. Humphreys looking. Humphreys off the boards. He hit Rodenroth. Humphreys going to the net. Rodenroth couldn't control that with number 9. Barrett shook all over him. Robert Counselor comes out with that puck. He takes a hit. Oh, Burkholder, as he was falling, threw out a stick, or we were going to be in trouble. Burkholder races in. Shot right on the crease. And one of the West players, Robert Counselor, pushed the net off as he went by it. Again, should be a delay of game. Nobody pushed him. Nobody touched him. He just mysteriously skated into the post. Convenient how that happened. All right. I got Weaver, Klusterman, Harvey, and Fogelman out there. Graham Peters will take this face off. Face off. Controlled by Peters. Toward the net. Deflected wide. Fogelman picks it up. Weaver was able to get it deep, but he was hit. Now it comes back to the point. Kept in by Klusterman's front. Klusterman's shot! Blocked by either the defenseman or the goalie's pad, but it bounced out. We couldn't pick up the rebound. We dump it all the way down with 45 seconds left in the first. And the Titans get an icing call with 41.8 left. Shots on goal, 8-5 in favor of the Trojans. Trojans up by 1 in a very tight, very fast, very physical game. Fun to watch, fun to announce. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to Coach between periods. Face off, won by the Trojans. Burley steps in. He sends it toward the middle. Puck loose in front. Now it kicks out. And the Titans, Max O'Hearn, able to get that out and down the ice. It goes behind our goal line. Burley knocks his player off the puck. It's back behind our goal line. We send it around. Evan Blazak will pick it up. He's looking for it. He chips it up and out. Here comes Davidson. Oh, Davidson's dump in blocked. And I think the Titans will be happy just to eat the clock here with 8 seconds left. Burley's got it. He gets knocked off the puck and holds his ground. Griffiths Osmolsky falls. That'll get us a buzzer. All right, I'm going to go talk to Coach. I'll be back in a minute. I've got Coach Givens here with me. Coach, end of the first. I knew it was going to be a close game. We got pretty darn even records. Both teams, a lot of good kids. It's been fast, it's been physical, and it's been fun to announce. What do you see?
Yeah, a lot of the same typical Central West game. I mean, going back now many, many years, it's always like this, very tight checking, and, not a lot of grade A opportunities on either end. So I feel like we're giving them a little bit too much time and space to work. We got to be heavier on our forecheck, but certainly time and space, we got to take that away, because you can see on their goal, when you do give them time, they're going to find people, and it's dangerous. So we got to shore that up a little bit.
It's good to see we got a full squad today. I see you mixing up the lines a little bit. Burley's back on defense. What was your thought there, Coach?
Well, we went into it. We looked at it completely as a trial period, just to see if there was any kind of major spark, or if anything changed for us offensively, because we struggled to score, and we did it for a while and we didn't get out of it what we thought we might, so we just went back to him on D, and he's doing a good job back there. And then with the guys that we have available up front, because I think this is the second game only of the year that we've had a full roster, and again, still not tinkering a whole lot up front, but doing a little bit just to see if something will click.
I see the refs are pretty much letting the boys play the game. Blazak pretty much had a breakaway down there. Normally when you get spun 45, 50 degrees around on a break-in like that, it's a penalty. I think it was you that asked the ref to come over and explain. What did he say?
Yeah, there's no point in screaming and yelling at them. They're not going to change the call. But I just asked Nate Wilson. He didn't know why, so I said, well, can I just get an explanation? And he came over and he said, it was two guys come together, going to the net, and then they both went down. And I thought it was holding. I thought he had his arm wrapped around him.
I thought it was a hook and a half, Coach. While I was standing, the stick was all the way around him.
He didn't agree, and he's the one with the whistle. So,
Coach, you're always calm in the box. I love that you ask questions. Thanks for giving me a couple minutes. I'm going to get Wes between the second and third, but I'll see you after the game when we win.
Sounds good. Thanks,
Coach. All right. The referee blows his whistle. They line up in the middle. Graham Peters sends that face-off back. Burkholder's got it. Burkholder goes up to Fogelman. Oh, the puck stopped on wet ice, or he was going to have a really nice opportunity. Tipped up. Held in at the line by Soap. Peters checks his man to the board. Centering pass. Again, wet ice has stopped it again. Titans bring it back. They're offsides. We tip it out. That should be an offside. It is. As Lincoln Sayforth bounces it off his chest, he had a man over the line already, and the linesman had his arm up. So we're going to get Blazak, Beatty, Davison up front. And we have Burley and White back. Face off. Into the neutral zone, tipped in. White knocks it down with a foot. He goes behind the net. Water slows that puck up. White backhanded it. Blazak couldn't get to it. Titans pick it up. Shot toward the net. Back to the point. Shot inside wide. Titans have it. They dump it deep. Griffin Osmolsky sends it back to the point. Shot. Tipped outside wide by Blazak. Now Beatty's got it. Beatty races up. He's got room. He makes the zone. He checks up. He's looking to center. Tipped right, just off his stick. And Burley able to knock it out with a foot. And now the Titans dump it in and go for a line change. Klusterman's got it. He goes up the boards. He hit Blazak. Blazak to Davison. Davison in deep. Titans behind their own goal line across the circle. Long pass. Klusterman intercepts the player. Knocked down. Rodenroth knocks it down as the puck trickles toward Kimbrell. He puts a hand on it and holds on tight. Conaway and Klusterman on defense. Rodenroth. Blake Davidson and File up front. Puck comes around. Conaway forces a play. Titans go back to the point. Now to the middle of the circle. Centering pass. Knocked down by Davidson. Klusterman got it out. It comes to the middle at the red line. Picked up by the Titans. Good stick work by Davidson. He's going to get a hook, though. That was a heck of a lot less than a hook on... I homered at our own rink. I love it. So the first penalty of the game will be against the Trojans. Blake Davidson going to the box. 14:49, second period. Shots on goal, 8-6 in favor of the Trojans. Face off in the Trojan end. Face off, won by the Trojans. Burkholder sends it around. Davidson just out of his reach. Davidson races into pressure. Davidson gets it out of the zone. Davidson's man falls down. And number 22, Brody Sorensen, backs up his man and gets that out. Titans bring it in. Burkholder, heavy on his man. Soap picks him up as he goes behind the net. Dump to the point. To the middle. Titans with a shot, deflected up, did not hit the net. Burkholder muscles his way through, gives it up. Backhand shot. Up the boards hard and just kept in by the Titans as Davidson fights for that. The Titans dump it in deep. Soper, second man to the puck, dumped in. Burkholder bodies his man off, shot up, held in at the point, far side, shot toward the net. Stopped by Kimbrell. Second attempt, stick lifted. Titans get it. They're going to hold on. They drop at the point, switch. Shot toward the net, off Kimbrell's pads. Second one off Kimbrell's pads. Far side of, or near side of the net now, back by the point, button hook. Titans bring it in, shot toward the net, hit a bunch of stuff. Oh, Fogelman didn't get everything on that and it didn't go out. Far side by the Titans, they go back to the point. Point steps to the outside. Burkholder keeps him out, drives him behind the net. It comes back to the point near me. They go right back to the top of the circle. Shot toward the net. And that shot went to Landon Totten, and he ties the game at 13:07 with 18 seconds left in the power play. Tough goal for Kimbrell there. He really had no chance. That puck went across his crease and was tapped in. And the face-off at center ice. Dumped in by the Trojans.
Goal, a power play goal.
Oh no, Burley gets beat. Burley tries to come back. And Robert Counselor just out-hustles Burley. And for the first time in the game, the Titans have the lead at 12:54 in the second. 2 quick goals. Robert Counselor poked it off Burley's stick and just out-muscled him and got a good lifter up past Kimbrell. Puck comes back. Peters to Harv. Harv to Weaver. Weaver dumps it in deep. Sent around. Harv races to get there. Chipped up and out. This should be an icing. As it crosses the goal line, we get a whistle. It'll come
Third
back.
U.S. goal scored by number 16, Robert Counselor. Assist to number 9, Barrett Shook. Counselor from Shook at 4:06 of the second period.
All right, we're going to face off in the Titan end to the right of the goalie as I look at him. Luke Mosley playing a great game. Titans win that face-off. They chip it up toward the point. Klusterman pitches in. Harv back by himself as Klusterman had pitched in. Shot high and over. Heller off his stick. Goes all the way in his end. Heller mishandles the puck. Knocked down by Weaver. Weaver sends it behind the goal line. Fogelman tried to get to that, not able. Thank you. It goes down toward Kimbrell. Shot steered aside. Klusterman puts his man on the board. Titans pick it up at the point. Shot high over Kimbrell's shoulder in the corner. The Titans seem to have a boost of momentum here with 2 quick goals, one on the power play, one even strength. And now the puck is sent all the way down. This should be an ice. It is. I heard somebody yelling too many, and I only have 5 fingers on my hand, so I couldn't figure out who had 6. But the referee didn't see it, so he let it go.
I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good.
Face off to the left of the Titan goalie, controlled by the Titans. Out, Burkholder picks it up. Burkholder goes to Soap. Soap up the boards, tipped in just the side of the red line. Should have been an icing, but the linesman called it off. We'll take it. Burkholder's got to race in to keep that puck in. He cheats in and does it. They try to clear it. It comes back to the middle, kept right in. Soper with a shot. Kick saved by the goalie. Mosley looking good tonight. Beatty goes far side to Burkholder. Burkholder gets one off. Blocked! Who was that blocked that? Is that Counselor again? Robert Counselor with a great game tonight. Soper gets it. Titans have to wait to check up. We dump it in deep. It goes behind the goal line, behind the net. Blazak races in there, ties his man up. Beatty with a check. Beatty's got it. Beatty looking. Beatty makes a move. Puck stops. And the Titans, Barrett Shook tried to clear that. He did not get glass. He got all net. That'll put the face-off deep in the Titan end. Fogelman, Peters, and Weaver up front. Weaver's got it. Weaver knocked off the puck. Weaver keeps it in. We check up anyway. Titans drop it back. Peters pressures. Fogelman steals the puck. Fogelman gets knocked down from behind. Puck far or near side by me, tipped in. Braden White able to pick that up. He gets it up to Fogelman. Fogelman gets it out. Fogelman goes. Fogelman makes the red line, makes a move. Oh, just tipped out of the zone by the Titans. 2 of the Titans fight over it, which allows Graham Peters to come in and tip it deep. Heller gets popped on the boards. It comes all the way around to White. White brings it off the boards backhand, tips it in deep. Kept in by Burley. Burley with a move. Shot toward the middle. Titans come back. White trips but gets right back up. White with a good stick knocks it off the stick of number 11, Drew Charlin. Burley behind our net sends it up. Humphreys turned the wrong way. Puck comes back to White. White looks hard up the boards. Oh, the puck went right by me up here in the loft. All I could see was made in Czechoslovakia. Well, it went right by me and landed in the Trojan bench, which will draw a whistle. And we're going to face off in the Trojan end. Face off. Sent back to Kloosterman. Kloosterman goes behind the net. He hit Conaway. Conaway went up to the point. Shot blocked by File. File races in. Titans able to clear. Titans come right back in. They try to dump it. They go high and back into the loft. So some more of our sponsors. Williams Traverse City. Comfort Keepers, thank you. Lazy 2 LLC, thank you. Windborne Photography, thank you for everything you do. Ford Insurance, Schultz Organization, McDonald's, True by Hilton, Fox Grand Travers, Bauma Corporation, we love all of you. Face Off. Didn't make it very far, got tipped right back up into the Titan bench. We get another whistle. Sleep In of Traverse City, thank you for your support. Elder Law, thank you for your support. Image 360, thank you for all our end boards and your support. Puck, shot in from the middle. Kimbrell knocks it down. Soper picks it up. Knocked down with a glove by Hudson Robertson. Shot toward the net, misses. Evan Blazak hit. Beatty makes the zone. Beatty's tag team. Not able to keep it in and gets it to Beatty. Beatty dumps it in deep again. Davison holds the boards. Blazak picks it up, rolls off his stick, back to Davidson. Davidson with a shot. High off the goalie's shoulder. Another shot right in front of the net. Popped. Oh, and the goalie got his gloves down, and Counselor comes in and clears Blazak out. What number?
Just follow after me.
And our photographer, Allie, who I get to talk about, now you get to see who she is. Thank you for your support of Trojan hockey, Allie. All right, face off. Oh, by the Trojan shot toward the middle. White was stopped in front. Burley's got it. All right, I'm kind of confused. We had two defensemen behind the goal line for the Titans. I thought I was on the wrong end for a minute. White almost got one there. So the face-off after an icing will be in the Titan end. Sarah, Traverse City, thank you so much for your support of Trojan hockey. Great Lakes Orthopedics, all my favorite orthopedic surgeons, thank you. Natolos, thank you for taking care of the Trojans and Traverse City. All right, Titans gonna run it into our end. Fogelman with a good back check, pulls that puck off, not able to control it. Past White, shot high over Kimbrell's head. Loose puck, Kimbrell holds on. And as, who is that for the Titans, took a late shot, and he's upset because he got a hit. Lincoln Sayforth with a late stick. Sorensen will take this face-off against Peters. Peters ends up with the puck. He's going to get it out. He's got Fogelman racing with him. Peters gets interfered with by Heller. And we are getting a call. We got a slash call. I would have called it interference, but I don't care what they call it. I'll take it. Lincoln Sayforth with a slash. will put the Trojans on the power play with 7:34 in the second period. Down by 1. Our opportunity to tie it back up.
I never kissed another taste like yours. Strawberries and something more. Ooh, yeah.
Face off. Controlled by Traverse City. Davidson's got it. He looks, goes back to the point. He hits Fogelman. Fogelman with a shot. Goes wide. Soper's going to pick it up. Soper's got it. Soper working it around. He trades with Peters. Peters, bottom of the circle, behind the goal line. Alley's in my way, so I can't see. Weaver sends it to the corner. Back to the point. Soper, far side. Oh, I wish Fogelman would have been ready to shoot there. Oh, no. Oh, great play by Fogelman to stop a... Fogelman with a shot. Kick save by Mosley. Comes to Peters. Peters drives it in deep. Heller's the only one back. He goes up the boards. Kept in easily by Soper. Soper toward the net. Blocked by one of his own players. Beatty couldn't see it. And that is shot into the penalty box. That'll keep the face off. It should be in the Titan end. It is. It will be to the left of the goalie Mosley as I look at him. 6:43, second period. 1:09 left in the power play. Trojans down by 1. Face off, won by the Trojans. Roenroth sends it back to Kloosterman. Kloosterman dumps it in deep. It's going to come all the way around. Burley not able to catch that. Beatty picks it up. Beatty's got to wait for his teammates to clear up. Now Beatty sends it to Roenroth. Roenroth makes his own. Roenroth races in. Behind the goal line. Him and Beatty chase it down. Beatty's got it. He settles it down. He's looking. He goes back to Roenroth, who misses it. Allows the Titans to go up the boards and all the way out. All right, Burley dumps it for Kloosterman. Kloosterman, full speed. He makes the blue line. Shoots into the leg of Barrett Shook. And the Titans able to clear it all the way down. Kimbrell will have to play this with 15 seconds left in the power play. Kloosterman picks it up behind our goal line. Goes long. Off of one of the Titans. It goes all the way down to Mosley. He plays, oh, it's called a hide stick because it went off the Titans' stick, and then goalie Mosley played that. He had no choice or it was going in the net. That'll put the face off in the Titan end with 8 seconds left in the power play. We really need a equalizing goal here bad. It'd be nice to go into the third tied up, not down by 1. Face off, controlled by the Titans deep. They send it all the way around. Soper able to keep it in with a foot. Soper goes far side to Burkholder. Burkholder shot far side, just out of Fogelman's reach. Fogelman takes a pretty good hit. Picked up by Roenroth. Weaver shoots off the tip of the goalie's pad. And the Titans, strong in the middle of the ice, able to get that out. Shot toward Kimbrell. Was wide. Kimbrell was on the near side of the net. Oh, that'd have been rough. Counselor leaves the ice just as we come down. 3-on-2, we got numbers. Fogelman, pass to Weaver, shot! Oh, how did Mosley make that save? What a great save by the goalie Mosley. It comes to Soap shoots, and we're up Mosley and get it over the net, hit the glass. Oh, great pressure there by the Trojans with no luck. And Brody Partalo drops that in deep. He picks it up behind the goal line. Brody's got it. He sends it toward the middle. Blocked by Davidson. Carter Carroll tries to pick that up. Shot across the crease. Evan Blazak tips it up. And Barrett Shook was just able to keep that in as he took the hit. We send it all the way down. We'll take the icing and a change. Oh, the Trojans with some serious pressure there. Just could not drive it into the back of the netting. The Trojan band is here, loud and clear. We love it. The glass is pretty much lined all the way around the rink, and there's only a few open seats in the stands. All right, Drew Davidson will take this face off. Face off, won by Davidson. He sends it back to White. White battles for it in the corner. Comes out. Titans pick it up. White again pressures. Beatty's got to go back the other way. He tries to chip it to Burley. Burley spun around. Now Blazak's got it in the middle. His pass into Beatty intercepted. Titans able to go through the middle. Intercepted by Blazak. Dumped in. Back out by the Titans. Titans will come in 3-on-2. Centering pass. Off of the Titan. Back to the point. They're going to get a shot off. Kick save by Kimbrell. Another centering pass. Kimbrell lets that go by. White sends it to the corner. White ties his man up. Good D there by Braden White. Beatty picks up the centering pass. He brings it out. Beatty's going to make the zone. He goes to the middle, sends it back. Davidson picks it up, tried to center off of a skate. Titans will send it all the way down. This should be an icing. It is. 3:11 left in the second period. Trojans down by 1 in a close, fast, physical game. And some very annoying music up in the loft. All right, Klusterman and Conaway. Weaver, Fogelman, Peters, face-off. Won by the Trojans, sent toward the net. Kept in at the point by Conaway. He went far side to Klusterman. Klusterman with the one-timer. Going in the side. Rebound, we score! Conaway should get an assist on that. Klusterman should get an assist on that. And number 9, Weaver, knocked that one in. Oh, my camera girl wants to punch me because I grabbed her shoulder while she was trying to get pictures. She knows how emotional I am. She'll forgive me. I wanted one late. We got one late. 3 minutes on the money left in the second. Tied up 3-3. All right, face-off ends in deep.
Assist by number 4, Kelvin Klusterman, and number 2, Cash Conaway.
Yeah, Conaway and Klusterman with assists on that goal.
Time of the goal, 14 minutes.
Conaway with a nice pass across. Klusterman with a great one-timer. Goalie never saw it, and Weaver tipped in the rebound. Conaway ties his man up in the corner. Klusterman reverses it. Fogelman should be able to get to it. He does. Fogelman sends it up to Peters. Peters, far side, tipped in by Weaver. Weaver and Peters will go for a line change. It's sent back. All of our defense. This will be an ice as it was tipped before the red line. Soap sends it up to the referee, and we're going to face off in the Titan end. 2:17 left, second period. Let me check my phone. Anybody watching? Oh, I got a few here. All right, face off. Controlled by the Titans. They're going to bring it out. Burkholder forces the play across. Soap comes in with a good stick. Davison backs him up, sends it up. Tipped off. Oh, shot! Blocked before it ever got to Kimbrell. Beatty. Oh, he gave it up at the blue line. But his back check brought it back. Shot toward Kimbrell. Hit Burkholder in the shoulder. Burkholder hands it to Blazak. Blazak through the neutral zone. Across the blue line. He gives it to Beatty. Beatty to... Oh, tipped. That'll go right into the scorekeeper's box, and Aaron running the music has got a duck. Ben Burley's grandma watching from Virginia. I think you guys are as cold as we are. My brother, Todd Conaway, watching in Thailand. Todd, AC, and Gao, thanks for watching. Miller Litter watching Graham Peters and supporting my aunt. Allie Mae Photography. Lynn and Dave Hardy both watching the game. Love you guys. All right. Face-off was won by the Trojans. We're fighting in the Titans' end. It's tipped up. Just flipped out of the zone. Now Rodenroth gets a stick on it, but giving up at the line. Centering pass stopped. And now File comes out with it. File hits Rodenroth. Rodenroth sends it across. File couldn't catch up to it. Now he does. Not able to get it. Oh, Humphreys! He had a one-timer and tripped over his own skate. Oh, he was backing up at a funny angle. This puck was kind of by his skates. And it's what we call getting hit. Here's File again. File comes in. File with a shot right into the belly of the goalie. He makes the save. Oh, poor Humphreys. The puck was inside his feet. It's called getting handcuffed. You're all tied up and you're trying to shoot right by your feet, and he lost his balance. Sydney! Coach Kale's fiance watching in the UP. Stay warm up there, Sydney. We miss you. All right, Trojans have it with 30 seconds left. Shot toward the net, goes wide. Titans pick it up behind the goal line. They bring it up. They go across near side by me. Get it out. Barrett Shook races in. He's going to make the blue line. Two number 9s fighting against each other. Shook and Weaver. Shook's pass intercepted by Klusterman. Klusterman to Fogelman. Fogelman comes in with 10 seconds left. He makes a move. He's knocked off the puck. Centering pass right into the crease. 8 seconds. Titans bring it down. 5. Oh, please, baby Jesus, no. It hits the glass above Kimbrough's head. Oh, and number 22 with a late hit after the whistle. Brody Sorensen is going to get a elbowing call, and I'm hoping they give him 5. The referees are going to talk about this.
Yeah.
Hey, I have Coach Jason Frunzer from the Titans here. Jason, I figured it would be a pretty tight game. Teams have really close records. A ton of these kids have played together. You guys coach pretty well. Gibbs has been around a million years. What do you think of this game so far?
Oh, it's good. You know, I think Chris and I would both agree that it's sloppy in some areas, but both teams are doing a lot of good stuff. So this is going to come down to, who can be the most detailed and who can be the most disciplined here to end the game.
So I missed the call there. It happened late in the period. I saw you talking to the refs. What was that final call in the end of the second there?
Just coincidental. So we're going to start off 5-on-5, 2 guys in the box. So
all right, fair enough. I didn't know what it was, and I wanted to know.
all good.
Hey,
all good.
Jason, I appreciate you spending just a couple of minutes with me. It's a great game. I love watching you guys. I get to golf with you in a couple of golf outings. You're a great coach. What a rivalry.
Yeah, no, it is. You know, this is it's a big spectacle for the boys, so it's really great that both teams get to experience it.
I'm amazed that the stands were lined all the way around the glass from wall to wall, and there's very few seats left. What did you expect out of this?
Well, I mean, I've been doing this for 4 years, part of the West program, so this is just living up to the hype.
Coach, I know you want to go talk to the boys. I really appreciate your time. Thank you again.
Yeah, thanks, Scott.
All right, we start the game. Face off in the middle. Picked up by Fogelman. God, Lee, the ice is still very wet, and the wet ice sucked that puck away from Fogelman. He was almost gone alone. Trojans dump it into the neutral zone. Heller, far side across, tipped in by Griffin Osmolski. Burkholder sends it around to Weaver. Weaver up the boards all the way down. This will be an ice. So Kim and Dave Little watching, Allie and Graham Peters. Thank you so much for tuning in. Some more of our sponsors. Century 21, thank you. IVF, Michigan and Ohio Fertility Centers, thank you so much for your support. Parker Harvey, Scott Harvey, thank you for your longtime support of Trojan hockey. Elk Rapids Marina, thank you for your support. All right, face off, controlled by the Trojans. Puck stops as it slides to Evan Blazak on the wet ice. I cannot stand this wet ice. All right, puck makes it down, out of the zone. Sent across, Heller to Charlin. Charlin gets it in. Blazak picks it up, chips it up the glass and out. Off of a body, goes all the way down, no icing. Titans get it out, picked up by Davidson. Davidson hits Beatty. Beatty makes his own shot toward the net. Rebound just out of the reach of Blazak. Titans come through the middle. Beatty able to break that up. Number 7, Lincoln Sayforth went down, gave up the puck in the neutral zone. Now the Titans pick it up and come back. Move toward the middle. Checked off the puck. Conaway picks it up. Conaway makes a move. He beats Counselor. Conaway goes up the red line. Conaway makes the blue line. Conaway with a shot! Off of a leg. Conaway goes back and chase it as Graham Peters backs him up. Weaver's got it. Conaway keeps it in with a foot. Fogelman with a shot. High into the glove of Mosley. Conaway with a pretty good rush there. Conaway, who is not scored a goal, is fighting like the dickens to pull it off. And I think the laws of physics are against Conaway scoring a goal. All right, I got Grandma Soper and Dave watching in Rochester Hills. Thanks for tuning in. All right, face off. Fogelman's got it behind the net. Wrap around the tip. Just to the side, just out of the reach of Kasu Lehtinen. Tipped all the way down. Burkholder's got to go to the bottom of the circle to pick this up. It stops dead in the wet. Oh, I cannot stand this wet ice. But Weaver comes away with it. Weaver makes a move. Weaver with a shot off the foot of one of the Titans. Weaver tips it back to the point. Soper with a shot. Wide of the net. Peters races in there. He stops the puck. Titans bring it through the neutral zone. Play broke up. In the Trojan end, Titans steal the puck. They send it toward the middle. Stepped aside, off a foot. Now Graham Peters picks it up, or that's Soper behind the net. Tipped out by Fogelman. Titans pick it up. Shot, missed. Soper working in the corner. Off a Burkholder skate. Trojans not able to get it out. Soap tries to clear it. Not able. Kept in at the blue line. And with one of the Titans with their helmet discombobulated, that was Drew Charlin after a hit right at the Trojan bench. We get a whistle. And the face-off will come out of the Trojan end in the neutral zone. All right, face-off in the neutral zone, right in front of the Trojan bench. Face-off, won by the Titans, goes back. Sent to the far side. Barrett Shook picks it up, hits the linesman. He gets it in deep, second effort. Burley picks it up behind the net. Burley goes to White. White goes up off of Rodenroth's stick. Dump back in. White takes care of it. Sent to Burley. Burley makes a move, goes to the middle. Hit White. White, oh, hit the linesman, or that's in deep. Now, sent to Burley. Burley's going to get a shot. Oh, off of Rodenroth. Right in front of the crease. Couldn't get to it. Burley back. One-on-one with Counselor. Counselor with a shot from way outside, off the stick of Burley and into the netting. Shots on goal, 21-18 in favor of the Trojans. Tie game 3-3, 13-13 left in the third. Peters takes the face off. It goes back to the Titan point. Titans send it toward the middle. Off of Peters' skate. Peters to Fogelman. Fogelman to Peters. Peters brings it in. Loses it right at the line. And number 11, Drew Charlin, picks that up. From the red line, he shoots it right into Kimbrell's glove. Kimbrell gloves it down, gets a whistle, and dumps it on the ice. Conaway and Harvey back right now. Fogelman, Weaver, and Graham Peters up front. Peters not able to control that face-off. Hits Harvey's skate. Conaway gloves it down. Picks up his own gloves, sends it up to Fogelman. Fogelman goes to the middle. Not out. Harvey picks it up. Harvey hits Peters. Peters up to Weaver. Weaver tips it into the Titan end. Comes out. Peters goes back to Soap. Soap goes far side to Fogelman. Fogelman makes his own. Fogelman gets a shot. Misses the net. Soper sends it deep. Soper gets tripped up. Puck in the middle, just tipped out by the Titans. And Brody Partello will force that play. He's not there in time. It comes out. Titans dump it right back in deep. Burkholder goes in deep, sends it up the boards, loses his feet, goes back behind the net. Soper pins his man on the boards in the corner. Titans pressing here a little, making me nervous. It comes out. Graham Peters chips it up. Not out to the point. Not out. Now it rolls out. Titans have to regroup. Titans mishandle the puck. Kicked up by Xander Fogelman. Xander Fogelman, a hook. He sends it across. Oh, one of the Titans just got in the way of that pass. Drew Davidson's got that. He brings it just behind our line. He hits Fogelman. Fogelman comes around quick, comes to the middle. Fogelman, 2 guys at him, gets a shot, goes over the net, hits the glass, drops down. Braden White sends it into the corner. Braden White battles. Drew Davison backs him up. Davison, not a defenseman, backing up with Blazak and Burley. Dumped in between the red line and the blue line by the Titans. They go for a line change. Burley sends it far side to Blazak. Blazak moves up, crosses the blue line, races in, beats his man. Centering pass, just knocked down. We're getting an interference call on Counselor. Did you see it? Oh, way back here? So the interference call was quite a ways behind the play. That was on Robert Counselor. So when the Titans touched that puck after Fogelman took the shot, we got the whistle. My wonderful camera girl, Allie, saw it behind. I did not. So we're going to get Peters, Weaver, Fogelman, Davison, and a lone defenseman Soper out there on this power play. Titans able to clear it all the way down into the corner. Brody Sorensen races in after that. Drew Davidson comes up with it. Davidson hits Weaver. Weaver goes up to Fogelman. Fogelman in the middle. Shot. Just wide. Stop. In front of the net. Davidson going to pick up that in the corner. It's chipped up. Now Weaver's got it. Shoots. Oh, it just went wide of the net. Holy mackerel. I think that might have hit the goalie's stick on the way past. Graham Peters looks. He gives it off to Davidson. Davidson goes back to Peters. Peters looks. Peters drops it off for Soap. Soap takes 2 steps in. Shot out of the glove of the goalie. Falls in the crease. He puts the gloves on it and hangs on. So we will get a wholesale line change here. Rodenrod, Beatty, Blazak, Burley, and White on the power play with 1:10 left. Face off. Deep into the Titan end. They try to tie it up. We knock it out. Centering pass, shot, rebound. Oh, White with a great stick, keeps it in. White goes deep. Nobody there to help him out. And the Titans not able to clear. Can we get there? We do. Burley. What? That wasn't off. I watched it. Burley touched it after it went in. I'm going to have to sign up to be a ref. All right, White's got it behind our net. White sends it up to Rodenroth. Rodenroth makes his own. Rodenroth sends it behind the net. Beatty picks it up. Beatty sends it to Rodenroth. Rodenroth knocked off the puck. Beatty picks it up. Beatty goes behind the net, kicks it up with a foot. Tries to turn. Blazak helps him out. White in the middle. Oh, the centering pass. Just knocked down by a Titan. Kept in by the foot of Burley. Oh, just past Rodenroth. And now the Titans are going to come back. Full strength. Shot toward Kimbrell over the net. Titans pick it up behind our goal line. Send it Far point, shot toward the net. Stopped before it ever got to Kimbrell. Now White's got it. He goes up the boards. Blazak not able to get there, but ties up the point man. Titans with some effort here. Keep it in behind our goal line. That was Brody Sorensen with a solid effort. And now Braden White tips that out of our zone. 8:21 left, tied game. Conaway comes racing back in. He beats his man back. Ties him up. Picks up the puck. It's taken away. Conaway races toward the point. Shot at Kimbrell into his pads. He hangs on. Conaway goes over and gives his goalie a pat and tells him, great job. Hang on tight. We're going to get one here. 8:08 left, third period. Trojans tied with the Titans. Trojans up by 5 shots on the Titans. Halfway through the third. Shot off Kimbrell's shoulder, goes high into the ceiling. Touches nothing, no whistle. Conaway's got to race around. He catches the puck. He sends it toward the middle. Races back. Shot toward Kimbrell. Deflected wide of the net. Trojans out now. Peters tipped it, but it was just this side of the red line. We get an icing.
I know that I'm running out of time. I want it all. And I'm wishing they stop trying to turn me off. I want it all. And I'm walking on a wire, trying to go higher. Feels like I'm surrounded by clouds of liars. Even when I get it all away, I want it all.
I got Don Rutt and his wife watching me. They're taking pictures and listening. Donnie, thanks so much. All right, Trojans bring it out through the neutral zone. Titans, Heller picks it up. He sends it to his partner, Drew Charlin. Charlin behind the net. He comes around, lets Heller take it back behind the net and around. Burkholder with a nice interception of the dump-in pass. It ends up going back to Soper. Soper behind our net. Hard off the glass, sends it out. This will be another icing off of one of our players in front of our bench. 7:07 left in the third period. All right, face-off. Goes right behind the net. Burley picks it up. He goes up to Rodenroth. Rodenroth gets it out. Fogelman brings it in on sides. Keeps it just on sides. Titans pick it up. We pick it up in the neutral zone. Check up. Weaver makes the move. Weaver gets knocked off the puck. Graham Peters with a good check and a poke. Oh. Graham Peters with an extra shot. Ends up taking a cross-checking penalty. My photographer, Allie, who's pretty quiet, 98.6% of the time, may have screamed Graham's name on that one. All right, this is a big PK. We make it through this. This will change the momentum of the game. Titans win the puck. They go back to the point. Far side of the circle, shot through the crease, goes wide, all the way out. Fogelman, Blazak, Burley, White.
Peters, 2 minutes for cross-checking at 10:17 of the
Titans bring it back in. Burley pushes, shot toward Kimbrell, misses the net, goes back to the point. Point to the side, back to the point. Near side by me, kept in. Sent all the way behind the net. Burley steps in, puts on a check. We're keeping the Titans to the outside pretty well here. 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Fogelman gets it. He slaps it all the way down in the corner. That'll let the Trojans change up. And we'll get Burkholder and Soap back now. Puck left in the middle. Evan Blazak almost stole one away there. Titans up the board. Drew Charlin picks that up. He's going to come up the middle. through the face-off circle into the zone. He drops it back to the point. Point goes far side. Berkey able to pick it up, and Blazak tips it up. Blazak's going to put just enough pressure on to make the Titans go back. 30 seconds left in the PK. Titans across the red line. They're going to bring it in. Soap races in. Good stick work by Soap. Knocks it off the Titan stick. Titans take a shot toward Kimbrell. They miss. Puck goes all the way out that. They might get one more run on the power play. No shots on Kimbrell yet. Titans bring it back in. Burkholder should be the first one to this. He is. 7 seconds left. He sends it all the way into the corner. That'll wrap up the penalty kill for the Trojans. That's a huge kill. Conaway, Harvey, Weaver, and Conaway sends it across the red line. Now it comes to Weaver. Weaver races in. He comes to the middle. Goes all the way into the corner. Conaway on one point. Harv on the other. Graham Peters back on the ice after a 2-minute rest. Oh, pass to Peters. Stopped by number 16. And Conaway breaks up the race and across the line. Titans send it through the middle. It goes back into the corner through Harvey all the way back to the point now. 4 minutes left. Shot toward Kimbrell goes off and over. We've got some time. We go long. Hit Graham Peters, who gets it deep. Peters will go for a change. Rodenroth races in. Forces a play. They go back behind the net. Near side. Now the Titans still have to turn and go behind their net. Puck, give it up. Oh, Rodenroth just out of his reach. Kept it at the point by Burley. A lot of pressure by the Trojans here. Shot on net. Just missed. It goes back. Fogelman's got it. Fogelman makes a move. He gets caught up in a player's stick. He goes down, and the Titans are able to clear it. Oh, a couple of great chances by the Trojans there.
I do my best. Check my nails, baby. Heads off, check my nails, baby. How you feeling? Ooh, child, tired of the bullshit. Y'all just your shoulders off. Keep it moving, yes, Lord. Trying to get some new shit in. Yes, swimwear, going to the pool shit. Come now, come dry your eyes. You know you a star, you can touch the sky. I know that it's hard, but you have to try. If you need advice, then listen.
Face-off controlled by the Trojans. Now the Titans pick it up. They send it far side. Titans race in. White plays his man well. Burley backs him up. Titans running into the corner. Get tag team Burley hard. Trojans feeling the urgency here. They want this. Here comes Carter Humphreys. He makes the blue line. Carter Humphreys, far side of the circle, goes behind the net. He's got the puck. He gets pinned in the corner. Humphreys comes out. It goes not quite to the point. Titans able to pick that up. And Soper forces a play, draws an icing, and with 2:29 in the third, tie game, shots on goal, 25-19 in favor of your Trojans. That's your Trojans too, Josh. What do you think of this game, Josh?
This is a great game.
They don't get much better, do they? I tell you, over and over, I'd rather lose by 1 than win by 10. These are the good ones right here. But I want the bragging rights. All right, face-off. In the Titan end. Graham Peters takes this face-off. It goes, Titans get it behind the net. They race around, go up the glass and out. It goes to Burkholder. Burkholder goes across. He passed it right to one of the Titans. Titans have it in our circle. They go back to the point. Shot blocked by Xander Fogelman. Burkholder's got it now. He goes up the boards to Fogelman. Fogelman hits Weaver. Weaver across the red line. 1-on-2. Weaver sends it across. Graham Peters was right there. He dropped it back to Fogelman. But Fogelman was played well by the Titans. And Weaver lays out one of the Titans, who takes out the linesman. Puck makes it back to Sober. Bounces off the ledge. Fogelman has to go backward with it. And the Titans come up with it. They go back to the point. Titan player loses his footing. That was Barrett Shook. Now back to the Titan point. Oh, great play by Graham Peters. Back check, lifted his stick, took the puck away. Fogelman's in. Fogelman with the line change. Fogelman shoots. He just misses. Fogelman has it behind the goal line. He's looking. And the Titans are going to come up with this puck. Fogelman's got to be ready for a line change. He had a full line and skated his rear end off on that one. Beatty touches it. It goes in. Titans reverse it far side.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute in this contest. Heller with a shot into the glove of Kimbrell. 55 seconds left. Shots on goal, 26-20. Holy mackerel. All right, Drew Davidson will take this face off. Titans get the face off. Heller's got it. Shot toward the net wide. Evan Blazak picks that up. He goes far side to Beatty. Behind Beatty. Titans Heller gets it. He's in the middle of the circle. Puck comes around, goes all the way in. This will be an icing. 34.7 left. Face-off will be in the Titan end. So we'll get Burkholder and Soper back. Grant Peters, Fogelman, and Weaver up front. Peters take the face-off. Face-off, won by Peters. Burkholder shoots it toward the net. A couple of sticks hit it. Not out. Soper keeps it in. He makes a move to the inside. Toe drag, centering push down. We score! We score! We score! We score! We score! 21.8 seconds left in the contest. Trojans up by 1. Woo! Stop laughing at me, Allie. You feel it just as much as I do. She makes fun of me because I get excited. Oh, Harrison Heller was upset. He laid on the ice for probably 30 seconds after that goal. I don't think there was a lot he could do. Heller coming back with some pure emotion, I'm sure of it. He was out for 4 games. And it looks like the Titans counselor got a penalty on that. I don't know what happened, if it was before the goal or after, but woo! All right, so 4 on 5. Trojans Grant Peter will take this face off with 21.8 left in the game. And I believe the Titans are calling a timeout. Not going to say a word.
Timeout West.
You got anything, Allie? Because
Saying hi to all my fans out there today.
Listen, I've made fans for you because I keep calling you out.
My family keeps messaging you.
Allie, I love calling games with you up here. You make me laugh. The harder you laugh at me, the more fun I have. All right, 21-8 left in this contest. We got a timeout. Shots on goal are 27-20 in favor of the Trojans.
Trojan goal. Trojan goal scored by number 9, Blake Weaver, who was assisted by number 18, Jackson Soper. Weaver from Soper at 16:38 of the.
So I got to give Soap a lot of credit on that one. He kept the puck in at the line with his foot, pulled it in tight, made a move around the guy, skated in deep with a perfect pass across to Weaver, and Weaver with pretty much a tap-in goal to put us up by 1 with 21.8 left in the game.
Also in 10 minutes,
Face-off.
misconduct.
Here it is. Fullerman's got it. Fullerman races in. He pulls him out. Shot into his leg. Picked up. He scored. Graham Peters should seal the deal. Fullerman beat his man. Got the first shot off and hit the goalie in the leg. Graham Peters raced in right behind him. Picked that up and top shelved it. So barring a miracle, the Trojans will come out with a win here. Kimbrell stopping 17 of 20 shots. Face off. Sent into the Titan end. 10 seconds left. Titans. Drive it in deep. 5, 4, 3. Burley eat time. Fogelman eat time. We win.
West 3.
We needed this win big time. I'm going to grab a mic. I'm going to try to get down there and talk to Coach before Josh and I put it all away. I'll be right back. I always say I'd rather lose by 1 than win by 10. I didn't want to lose by 1 today. 2 late goals there. How do you sum up that game?
I mean, I think there were some really good chances on both sides. I know their goalie made a huge save in the second period on Graham, I think it was, and then made a couple of really nice ones in the third. And, Jace was solid for us too. And, like I said before, this is the way those Central West games go. And, just really happy to get out with a W here.
Oh, you and me both. I feel the Trojans need it bad. I'm looking forward to next week. Coach, thanks again for your time. I really appreciate your comments.
Thank you.